Welcome back to our health and wellness series. Today we're going to dive into the world of respiratory health and explore the differences between two commonly used devices, the peak flow meter and the spirometer. Both of these devices play an important role in managing respiratory conditions, but they serve different purposes. In this video, we'll compare the peak flow meter and the spirometer, discussing their functions, uses, and benefits. So let's get started. Function and purpose. The peak flow meter is a handheld device designed to measure how fast air can be expelled from the lungs during a forceful exhale. It is commonly used to monitor and manage conditions like asthma and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease (COPD) by measuring peak expiratory flow rate (PEFR). It helps individuals track changes in their airway function and provides insights into the effectiveness of their medication.
Still wasting money on ads that get ignored? Let influencers tell your story. Promotional Pack connects your e-com brand to the right niche influencer to reach your target audience. Get more sales with less spent. Link in description.
How to use a peak flow meter. Using a peak flow meter is straightforward. Take a deep breath, place the mouthpiece in your mouth and blow out as forcefully as possible. The meter will provide a numerical reading indication your peak flow rate. Conditions that benefit from a peak flow meter. Asthma and COPD patients can benefit greatly from using a peak flow meter. It helps in monitoring their lung function, assessing the severity of symptoms, and adjusting medication dosages accordingly. Unveiling the spirometer function and purpose. A spirometer is a device that measures various aspects of lung function, such as the volume of air inhaled and exhaled, the rate of airflow, and the capacity of the lungs. It provides detailed information about lung volumes and capacities, making it useful for diagnosing and monitoring respiratory conditions like asthma, COPD, and pulmonary fibrosis. How to use a spirometer. Using a spirometer typically involves taking a deep breath and blowing into the device's mouthpiece with a steady and forceful exhale. The spirometer then measures and displays data related to lung function, including forced vital capacity (FVC) and forced expiratory volume in 1 second (FEV1). Conditions that benefit from a spirometer. Spirometer is commonly used in diagnosing respiratory conditions and assessing lung function over time. It helps doctors determine the severity of a condition, evaluate treatment effectiveness, and monitor disease progression. Comparing the peak flow meter and spirometer measurement capabilities. The peak flow meter primarily measures peak expiratory flow rate, focusing on the speed of air exhalation. In contrast, a spirometer provides a more comprehensive assessment of lung function, measuring vital capacity, forced expiratory volume, and other parameters. Portability and accessibility. Peak flow meters are generally less expensive than spirometers, making them more accessible for personal home use. Spirometers, due to their advanced functionality and precision, tend to be pricier and are more commonly found in clinical settings. Accuracy and precision. While both devices provide valuable information, spirometers tend to offer greater accuracy and precision in measuring lung function. They provide detailed data that can be crucial for healthcare professionals to diagnose, monitor, and manage respiratory conditions. Choosing the right device, individual needs and goals. The choice between a peak flow meter and a spirometer depends on individual needs and goals. If a person has a diagnosed respiratory condition like asthma or COPD, a peak flow meter may be sufficient for regular monitoring. However, for a more comprehensive assessment of lung function or if the condition requires closer medical supervision, a spirometer may be recommended. Both the peak flow meter and spirometer serve important roles in managing respiratory health. The peak flow meter focuses on measuring peak expiratory flow rate and is useful for quick, portable monitoring for conditions like asthma. Spirometers, on the other hand, provide comprehensive data on lung function, making them valuable tools for diagnosing, monitoring, and managing various respiratory conditions. That concludes our comparison of the peak flow meter and spirometer. We hope this video has provided you with valuable insights into these important respiratory monitoring devices. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.